Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are now watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect, King of Games. And today, we're going to have an epic matchup between Noble Knight and Orcust. Now, TJ is going to go ahead and win the dice roll and start off by going first. He's going to normal summon Orcust Brass Bombard and activate a deadly card on top of it, using Machine Duplication's power to allow him to special summon 2 more copies of Orcust Brass Bombard from his deck to his side of the field. Oh my, TJ's already starting off with a very, very powerful board, being able to bring out 3 copies of a monster to your side of the field for future Link plays. For the people that didn't know, Orcust is a very Link-based deck, so we're going to see how exciting the deck is to play and how it works. He's going to then use 2 Orcust Brass Bombard for a Link summon into Galatea, the Orcust automation. Now, what this card does is it allows him to shuffle a machine monster into his deck to set 1 Orcust spell or trap card to his side of the field. He's going to go ahead and use Orcust Bombard's effect to special summon Harp Horror to his side of the field, and now he's going to be using his Galatea to set 1 Orcust spell or trap card. He's going to go ahead and set and then activate Orchestrated Rebel. Now, this card is actually really powerful for the deck. It allows all of his Orcust monsters to be quick effects. Oh my, that's really good. He's going to go ahead and link summon into the Longirsu or Longirsu, the Orcust automation, and then use Living Fossil to special summon his monster, wow, did he just activate another machine duplication? Yes, Living Fossil does make his monster attack 0, and now since it's a 0 attack machine monster, machine duplication can now special summon 2 more copies to his side of the field. TJ, what are you doing? This Orcust deck is too strong, and TJ's already showing you guys how powerful it is. And if you guys want to see this deck in action, the deck profile, and go ahead and destroy that like button. Let's try to get to 250 likes, fellas. I'm telling you, this Orcust deck is saucy. He's then going to follow up by using the Longirsu and Harp Horror for a Link summon into his Topologic Bomber Dragon. Now, one of his Harp Horror should be banished because of Living Fossil, but to be honest with you guys, that really isn't much of a problem for the Orcust strategy, especially since it loves to put those banished machine monsters back into the deck. He's going to go ahead and use go for another Link summon for his Longirsu, the Orcust Orchestration, and the best thing about this deck is that Topologic Bombard Dragon is amazing. He can summon it to a Topologic Bombard Dragon as Longirsus, and they won't be destroyed. Why? Because they cannot be destroyed while they are linked. I'm going to go ahead and try to start off with my turn. That's going to be the best way to start off with Noble Knights. I'm going to normal summon Noble Knight Mordred to my side of the field, and TJ actually does have a response. Yes, on my turn, Orchestrated Babel allows him to activate or give all of his Orcust monsters quick effects. With that, he's going to banish Orcust Harp Horror to activate its effect to special summon an Orcust monster, Orcust Cymbal Skeleton, to his side of the field, which will effectively destroy all monsters on the field. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he would have quite a few negates, because if you think about it, his Longirsu, it should be 2 machines banished right now, another Harp Horror, which would allow him to trigger off his Longirsu. So this actually was not in his benefit. He's going to go ahead and use Orcust Cymbal Skeleton to special summon Longirsu to his side of the field, and now he has enough for 8,000 damage, but TJ is going to push it above the limits. This is what I call going beyond an Ascended Super Saiyan, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go ahead and normal summon Orcust Brass Bombard, and then he's going to follow up with another Link summon. Whoa, no, actually, he's just going to go ahead and use the effect of his second Brass or Harp Horror to summon a Brass Bombard to his side of the field, and then he's going to use all of those monsters for a Link summon. Whoa. Actually, I think he used too many monsters, but still, nonetheless, Orchestration is a card that is unaffected just by everything. And immediately after I've seen in this card, I'm like, all right, you're just going over life points. I'm going to go ahead and scoop. Going into game 2, Noble Knight's already scraped really fast by TJ in his really powerful Orcust deck. This is amazing to see that deck in action. I'm going to go ahead and start off, because I did lose, and I'm going to normal summon Noble Knight Mordred to my side of the field. Mordred is really powerful, especially we can get a quick spell card. I'm going to follow that with Glory of the Noble Knights for honor, for glory, using its abilities to equip 1 equipped spell card from my deck to my side of the field. Now, normally I would start off with Caliburn, but I'm a little bit afraid of the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, so I'm going to equip a Destiny to my Mordred, using its ability to allow me to summon Noble Knight Ivan to my side of the field. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I am saying his name wrong, I actually spent like an hour trying to figure out how he works, or his name. While he's equipped with a quick spell card, he can use this ability to special summon a Noble Knight token, and then since the token is a normal monster and also Mordred's a normal monster, I can special summon Noble Knight Gawain to my side of the field. So we are in pretty good hands. I'm going to use both of those monsters for Link Summon into Isol, Two Tales of the Noble Knights, and it's actually really fun seeing in this Orcust how it reacts to Link monsters, because TJ actually could use certain Orcust cards to get rid of whatever monster I summon into a Link zone or a monster that is linked, which really makes the deck pop. I'm going to go ahead and use Isol, Two Tales of Noble Knight to add another Ivan or Ivan. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm telling you guys, an hour of looking this guy's name up. I tried to enunciate every single one of these cards correctly. I tried sounding it out. I even tried Hooked on Phonics. I haven't been hooked on Phonics in like 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. 23 years, who knows? It's been a very long time. I'm going to go ahead and use Isol's other effect, sending 4 equipped spell cards with the different names from my deck to my graveyard. Actually, I never did Phonics, huh? And then that's going to go ahead and special summon a monster from my deck to my side of the field, and it's going to be Boars. Noble Knight Boars actually is very powerful. He's even better than ever before, ladies and gentlemen. The best thing about Boars is that you can equip cards to him, and you can reveal better cards than just normal Noble Arm equipped spell cards, because you want to save those Noble Arms equipped spell cards for your Isol, being able to allow you to special summon multiple monsters to your side of the field instead of using it for a Boars to just get a measly equipped spell card to my side of the, or equipped spell card to your hand, which will eventually get to your side of the field. I'm looking at a pretty crafty board, and I'm going to activate Heritage of the Chalice. Whoa, another powerful card from the Soul Fusion set. Noble Knights are on a roll, and once they get started, they're very hard to stop. I'm gonna go ahead and activate an equipped spell card as it seems, or search the Noble Arms Destiny from my deck to my hand. Or no, I'm sorry, Noble Arms Caliburn. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. That was originally equipped on to my monster Ivan. Here we go again. Now you guys got me saying this card's name all wrong, just completely wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and use Noble Knight Boars' effect, showing 2 copies of Until Noble Arms Are Needed once again, and of course 1 copy of Gwynfar, putting him in a very tough position. This is going to be really bad for TJ, because if I get to add that Until Noble Arms Are Needed again, I'm going to be able to do some more combos. I'm going to be able to add cards from my deck to my hand for free. That's like legitimately a plus, and I'll be able to make whatever monster I so please. TJ is going to go ahead and roll a 5, which means I'm going to get Until Noble Arms Are Needed from my deck to my hand, and now I can follow up with the saucy plays. I know you guys love seeing that sauce, ladies and gentlemen. I got to figure out what I'm going to do, though. What am I going to wear? I'm going to go ahead and equip the Gwynfar to the Mordred, or maybe not. Maybe I'm still thinking about if I want to make that Link 5 monster, or if that rank 5 monster, or if I want to just make that rank 4 monster between Sacred Noble Knight King Artigerus and just Artigerus King of Noble Knight. Now I hope is it Artorigus or is it Artigerus? Pretty sure it's Artorius, like Arthur, but Arthur, who cares? Look, I'm gonna go ahead and use both my Mordred and my Ivan for an Exceed summon into, that's right, we're gonna just go into Sacred Noble Knight King Artigerus. My apologies, not Sacred Noble Knight, or Artigerus King of Noble Knights, and using his effect to equip the Noble Arms Destiny, Gallatin, and of course the Excalibur to my side of the field. On TJ's turn, I'm going to activate Until Noble Arms Are Needed once again, excavating 4 cards from the top of my deck and adding 1 for free. Now normally, if the Noble Gods love me, one of them would be an Ash Blossom or some type of hand trap. Unfortunately, this time around, it's not that. So I'm going to go ahead and add Glory of the Noble Knights from my deck to my hand, and then allow TJ to continue his turn. Can he break such a monstrosity of a board? And if he does break it, we'll have enough gas to make a comeback. TJ is definitely thinking about what he can do to break this board. He's actually going to start off with the normal summon of Card Trooper, allowing him to send 3 cards from his deck to his graveyard. Did also point out that this card is a Machine Dupe Target too. Maybe Troop Dupe Scoop, everyone. Maybe he's going to use that Card Trooper plus a Machine Duplication plus a Limiter Removal to blow this field out of the water, and then on top of that, turn around and draw 3 cards on the end phase due to Card Troopers being destroyed. So maybe not, maybe so. It'd be really interesting to see how TJ counters this board, because it is very powerful. He did send Orcust Cymbal Skeleton to his graveyard. I hope I said that card name right. And then he's going to go ahead and activate Orchestrated Iron Sats. And yes, I did look this card up. And then follow up with Monster Reborn. Iron Sats is a great card. Monster Reborn is supposed to summon Orcust Cymbal Skeleton, so while he didn't get everything he needed with Card Trooper, he got enough. That's going to allow him to special summon Orcust, or Galatea, the Orcust automation, to his side of the field, putting him in a pretty decent position. He's then going to follow up with Living Fossil to bring back that Card Trooper and send 3 more cards from his deck to his graveyard. He wants a round 2, ladies and gentlemen. He wants some more Orcust cards. He's going to send DDR. He's also going to send Called by the Grave and Ash Blossom Enjoy Spring. Not the best cards to send, but TJ is working. He's working. He's then going to banish the Card Trooper due to Living Fossil to make a link summon with Galatea to Longirsu Orcust Animation, and it's actually really good because now he has 2 banished machine monsters. How are you doing this, JT? He's going to special summon Galatea, the Orcust automation, to his side of the field, and then use Orcust Galatea's effect to shuffle to search. I'm not sure if he really wants to do that. He's definitely thinking, well, it doesn't look like he's thinking, but there's no card animation for the Babel, so I'm assuming that he maybe just thinks long and hard about this play, and he's like, well, hold on. Longirsu does not target. That is insane. And I'm like, yeah, Longirsu doesn't target. And he's like, do I really want the Babel? No. I want to get over this Arthur board because that's going to be the best way for me to win. And he's going to do so by targeting the Arthur instead, sending it to the graveyard and destroying all of Art, allowing me to re-equip my monsters to a different card. Now I'm going to use the Gallatin and the Noble Arms Destiny to re-equip themselves to Iso Two Tails of the Noble Knight, making her a 2600 Behemoth. Yeah, that's right. Iso 2600 can't be destroyed by battle. Can't be destroyed by card effects once. Also, she is a beast. He's going to go ahead and use this opportunity to attack into my Noble Knight Boars. Such a poor display, TJ. You don't attack into Boars like that. Boars is the coolest guy. And then I think that's going to be it for his turn. I'm not sure if there's much else he can do. It would have been really nice for him to have the Babel, because that will put him in a pretty decent situation, or just more machine monsters in his banished pile. I'm going to go ahead and on end phase use my first copy of Until Noble Arms Are Needed once again, allowing me to special summon a Noble Knight monster from my deck to my side of the field. That isn't one in my graveyard. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that isn't one in my graveyard. So at this point in time, I'm kind of hard pressed to find one that isn't in my graveyard. Finding a good one that'll give me some advantage. Looks like I'm gonna find out with Noble Knight Brothers. You can't go wrong with brothers. They're happy and they're English and they're, well, they're definitely not colored. Da-na-na-na. Give me a hug. So I'm gonna go ahead and special summon that Noble Knight Brothers to my side of the field, using its abilities to allow me to shuffle 3 cards from my graveyard to my deck to draw an additional card. Now, I don't know why TJ is touching my deck. You need to put it down, boy. Because I'm going to go right back into it again. You probably need to shuffle when I'm about to draw this card. I'm looking at Iron Sats, and he's actually going to use that ability to go ahead and send a Orcust card from his deck to his graveyard, which again would have put him in very good hands if he had his Tower of Babel, but he felt like he had to get rid of the Artigerus right then and there. I'm going to go ahead and start off my turn by using Noble Knight Brothers effect, allowing me to shuffle 3 cards from my deck, or from my field, or my graveyard, why did I say field, but from my graveyard back into my deck to draw an additional card. So we are back in business. It looks like we have all of the things on our side, and to be honest with you guys, I actually did make a huge misplay. I used Heritage of the Chalice, and it actually destroyed a monster, a Noble Knight monster with an equipped spell on it. I could have added Heritage of the Chalice from my graveyard to my hand, and that would have been, I mean, it's not necessarily a misplay, but it's like Noble Knights aren't powerful. Let's just put it this way. I'm not used to Noble Knights being this powerful. And if you guys actually want to see a Noble Knight deck profile, destroy that like button, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know I got you with the sauce. Always. Just let us know that you guys want to see that Noble Knight and Orcust deck profiles. Let's get as many likes as possible to show you guys appreciation, because videos like this actually take a lot of time. I've been making videos for the last 4 days straight, 12-hour shifts, ladies and gentlemen, just to get you guys the videos that you deserve. Not that you need, that you deserve. I'm going to use my second copy of Until Noble Arms Are Needed once again on my turn to special summon Noble Knight Kustin into my side of the field, which will grant me an additional normal summon. And I'm not going to like dice any words with you guys. I think that Kustin is a lost card The Extreme Force set did bring us a very powerful card, but we don't need it as much anymore. TJ is going to trigger his Iron Sats, allowing him to send another Orcust monster from his deck to his graveyard, now that it is on my turn as opposed to his turn. And then I'm going to use both of those monsters for an Exceed summon into, that's right, Sacred Noble Knight King Kustinin. Kustinen's effect is going to bounce both his Longirsu and his Galatea. He's going to chain Effect Veiler, preventing that and putting me in a very bad spot. But oh no, it looks like I have Morgan, the Enchantress of Avalon, to stop the Effect Veiler. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Such a huge pivotal play, allowing me to get rid of TJ's cards. Effect Veiler does not matter when you got Morgan. What is an Effect Veiler to a Morgan? I'm going to use my previously sent to the graveyard Excalibur, banishing it to, or maybe not. No, I'm going to actually use Isol's effect first. Sending Noble Arms equipped spell cards from my deck to the graveyard. Caliburn, Destiny, and Excalibur, as well as a Gallatin. Probably to special summon Brothers back to my side of the field. You know, Brothers, because Brothers can actually shuffle monsters into my deck. Noble Knight monsters that I probably want to my side of the field. So until Noble Arms are needed once again is a pretty good card. I'm then going to go ahead and use my Noble Arms Excalibur, making my Kustinin a Link material, and yes, it is a Link summon into Artorigus of the Noble Knights. Now, normally I would have summoned King Arthur, Sacred Noble Knight Artigerus, but in this specific situation, his monster presence is not what I'm worried about. Getting his spells off the board is important, so I'm going to equip my Artigerus with Caliburn, with Gallatin, and also with Excalibur. Then I'm going to shuffle my other copy of Noble Knight's Brothers, as well as my Destiny and my Clarent into my deck to draw another additional card. So I'm in a pretty good situation. Really good situation if you ask me. Being able to put so many cards back into your deck and abuse what you have left of your deck to get you a very solid board. I think that this is a solid board, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card due to the Noble Arms Brothers, or Noble Knight Brothers effect. And then I'm going to use my Kustinin normal summon to gain that additional normal summon for Noble Knight Dristan. Noble Knight Dristan is like artifact moral attack for the players that remember how artifacts work. If played properly, Dristan can get you a destruction on your opponent's turn, so he can be a very valuable asset depending on how you use him. I'm going to go ahead and swing for some heavy damage. That's right, Isol is 2,600 again because I used Morgan to destroy the Caliburn and re-equip it back to the Isol. And then bringing TJ down to 400 life points. Oh my, TJ's definitely in the danger zone. And he's not playing any danger monsters, so this does not look good for him. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back on to TJ, but not before I set a card face down. I just want to let you guys know. I set a card face down, then I passed it to TJ. TJ trying to rust a finesse. He like, is it my turn? Is it my turn? I'm like, chill. I'm scraping you slowly. I like to make love to the cards that I'm destroying. All right? Chill. I'm then going to go ahead and look through my graveyard and everything, and then that's where the TJ does a little rush thing, and I did have a card face down again, like I said. And he's looking through his options, debating on what he can do. Now, I'm just messing with you guys. I actually passed my turn, but forgot to set the card. I tried to make myself seem better than what I was. TJ's going to go ahead and banish the Orcust Cymbal Skeleton to special summon Harp Horror to a side of the field, and then summon another copy of Harp Horror to make his Galatea. Now, he was set back tremendously by Sacred Noble Knight Kustinin, allowing him to bounce cards, and it looks like he's going to scoop it up. I actually remember that conversation. I'm like, if I show you Glory and Ash Blossom, will you scoop? And he's like, yeah. Not necessarily because, you know, it's not like I could use Glory at that point in time, but I had Clogged Zones, but I did have the Ash Blossom. As well as the Glory showed that I had a recovery play. So he was not in a good position at all, especially knowing that he probably had to start hitting that Artigerus of Noble Knights before he hit the Dristan. It put me in a really solid spot. So now we're going to go into game 3. TJ is allotted to go first. Let's see what crazy combos he has. He already showed us what Orcust can do going first. Put in the scrape on in less than 4 minutes. TJ's going to go ahead and start off with normal summoning Armageddon Knight, using its ability to send one dark monster from the deck to the graveyard. To be honest with you guys, I kind of like Armageddon Knight, but there's another machine I actually would like to play that sends machine monsters from the deck to the graveyard. I think I'm going to go ahead and side with that card. It looks like he's going to send Harp Horror to his graveyard because he's going to be banishing it to special summon another Orcust monster to his side of the field. Now, keep in mind, he is restricted to only summon dark monsters from now on, special summon dark monsters. He's then going to summon Cymbal Skeleton, using that monster for a link summon until Galatea, using Galatea's effect to shuffle the Harp Horror to set a Babel back to his side of the field, or at least I would hope. Babel is going to make the board as he's going to flip it face up, orchestrated Babel. And then he's going to follow up with another. Oh man, is he going to have Iron Sats? Because Iron Sats Babel is really powerful no matter what you end up with, if you ask me. In my humble opinion, TJ's thinking about his next combo piece, his next move. And we're wondering what it is. We're waiting. He's taking his old lady time. He's going to activate Living Fossil. Yes, going ahead and special summoning the Armageddon Knight back to his side of the field. Unfortunately for him, that effect is negated, but it's fine. He's going to banish the Armageddon Knight as well as sending the Galatea to the graveyard to special summon Longirsu Orcust Orchestration. Show me how that music work, boy. Looks like he might have a sonnet that I might not like. Longirsu is a very powerful card. I mean, let's just put it that way. If he had another banished machine monster, I'd be really scared of that effect. But the fact that he does offer you link arrows is enticing. And then you realize that when he's linked, he can't be destroyed by battle. Or, I'm sorry, he can't be destroyed by card effects. So it does put a pretty big damper in your plan if you are planning on trying to destroy that monster with card effects and you link that card. Its arrows are also very unique because it basically takes away half of the board from you. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my turn, and I'm going to use Heritage of the Chalice, using its ability to add one Noble Knight or one Noble Arms card from my deck to my hand. I'm going to add Mordred. It's been 3 games in a row, and I've consistently gotten Mordred. Furthermore, there hasn't been too many games where I haven't gotten Mordred in our playtesting. I'm telling you, this deck profile is spicy, so I want to point you to this video if you don't believe the deck profile, and I want to point you towards the deck profile if you believe the video. So let's see if we can get that up so we can get that video for you guys. I'm then going to go ahead and probably follow off with normal summoning the Mordred. That's normally how Yu-Gi-Oh works with Noble Knights. Getting Mordred off if you have no monsters on your field is advantageous. It's going to turn a 2 into another 2. And unless TJ has some type of hand trap, we're all in a good. Excuse me, I'm going to normal summon that Mordred and then equip it with the Gallatin. Use Gallatin with Mordred to attack into the Longirsu, fearing the Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, because I did not want that Longirsu to stay on the field and lose my Mordred. I'm going to use Mordred in main phase 2, but only lose it to an Effect Veiler. So, I mean, it almost seemed like I had the foresight to dodge it, but I didn't need to. Going ahead and following up with Noble Arms, our Future, to my spell and trap cards. Excuse me. And then a card face down on my opponent's standby phase. I'm going to go ahead and flip up that until Noble Arms are needed, explaining exactly why I did not, or I, activated the extra. Our Future. Our Noble Arms is going to add me a card from my deck to my hand, and now it's back to TJ to see what he can do. He's going to use Orcust Cymbal Skeleton to special summon Longirsu back to his side of the field. Oh my, we might be in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. This might not be good. He might actually summon Orchestration to his side of the field, and yeah, that card's 3,000 attack. I can't stop that per se. TJ's then going to look at what he's going to do next, and he is going to normal summon the Orcust Brass Bombard. So yes, it looks like he's going to be using those both for a link summon, probably into Orchestration again. No, he's actually just going to make the Topologic Bomber Boy. Oh my god, he's still a really powerful card too. And then he's going to follow up by banishing the Brass to special summon Orcust Harp Horror to his side of the field, triggering Harp or the Topologic Bomber Dragon's effect to destroy all cards on the field. And now he's going to use his Harp Horror to special summon another monster to his side of the field. Now, I'm not 100% sure, no, because he's going to special summon the Skeleton, which is going to allow him to get some more play. So that actually isn't a terrible idea. I don't think I would have done it the exact same way. But again, I am not the Orcust player right now. I'm just the Noble Knight player trying to break this board. He's going to summon the Orcust symbol into the Bomber Dragon zone because he wants it in the graveyard, which isn't a bad idea. If I were him, I would keep it there, attack with the 3,000, and now he has a board disruption. If you guys can see, again, I forget to use Chalice's effect, allowing me to recur itself to my hand. He's actually going to keep the symbol on his side of the field, which is an interesting play, but I feel like he thinks he's in a really good position, inflicting 4,200 damage to my life points bringing me down to 3,800. I think that his decision actually isn't a terrible decision. It just really depends on what he could be following up with, and also depend on how I could counter this. Now, especially he might want to capitalize in being aggressive on me not, on my misplay of not adding Heritage of the Chalice to my hand, or maybe he just has, like I said, something else in mind. I'm going to go ahead and start off my turn by using Until Noble Arms Are Needed once again, allowing me to special summon almost any monster from my deck not named, that's right, Mordred, to my side of the field, because Mordred is in my graveyard. So that monster is going to be probably oh, it can't be Mordred, that's the starter card. It could be Boars. I have a strong feeling I have an equipped spell card in my graveyard. It could also be, you know, I'm trying to think what it could be, and nothing comes to head. I do have enough Noble Arms spell cards in my graveyard, so I guess Noble Knight Brothers would be not a terrible option. So yes, it looks like I'm going to go ahead and summon that Noble Knight Brothers. They're happy in the well, they're happy in their English, and there's 3 of them instead of 2. So I guess, or 6 of them. How many the Wayne brothers are? So I'm then going to follow up with using my Noble Knight Brothers effect, shuffling all 3 of those into my deck. And again, this is when I realized, oh man, I had Heritage of the Chalice in the graveyard. I could have added that to my hand. Gosh darn it. Oh well. Thomas, do you mind if I add it to your hand? He's like, nah, honey. Like, why do you have to be so mean? He's like, because you're weird. I'm like, true that, true that. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my additional card through Noble Knight Brothers, and we're going to see who's really weird, because I have not normal summoned yet. So be prepared or brace yourselves for some combos to come. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon Noble Knight Ivan, and to be honest with you guys, this would have been the perfect time for TJ to, you know, just basically stop my board if he had the Cymbal Skeleton in his graveyard. But then again, I did have the Until Noble Arms Are Needed, so I could have probably just forced it out with Dristan anyways, forcing him to destroy all cards on my side of the board anyways, and still getting off my combo. So I'm going to go ahead and equip Ivan with the Gallatin, and then link summon, because he's supposed to summon a token, into Isol. Now I'm going to equip the Clarent back to my Noble Knight Isol, and I'm assuming the reason why I'm doing this is so I can actually activate Morgan the Enchantress in case he decides to interrupt my combo. Isol's going to go ahead and add Noble Knight Ivan from my deck to my hand. We already know that monster's coming. And then I'm going to proceed to send spell cards from my deck to the graveyard. Destiny, Gallatin, Excalibur, and Caliburn. To special summon a Noble Knight monster to my side of the field. Now, I wanted to ask you guys a question. How is my Noble Knight enunciation? Am I saying these cards wrong? Our future is that decent enough for you guys? Okay, like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. You guys, hey, you can't knock the trying. Ivan or Yvonne? You look like an Ivan to me. You look like a Yvonne. My mother's middle name is Yvette, but still, he didn't look like Yvonne. All right, maybe Avon, but not an Yvonne. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. Anyways, back into the game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go ahead and use the effect of Isol to special summon Noble Knight Gwaine back to my side of the field. The reason why I didn't summon a Noble Knight Brothers is because summoning the brothers would have put me in a bad spot. I would have 2 brothers on the field, no brothers in the deck to follow up with. And then I'm going to use those 2 monsters for an Exceed summon into my Sacred Noble Knight King Kustinen, bouncing his Topologic Bombard, Gumblar Dragon, and his Orcust. Oh man, that is so nasty, because now I won't go to this graveyard. I'm going to use the additional normal summon, or my normal summon, my apologies, I have not normal summoned. 2 normal summon Noble Knight Dristan to my side of the field and hit for some damage, ladies and gentlemen. This is bringing TJ down pretty far in the life point category. I think he's going to be at 2,900. Actually, yes, he's going to be at 2,900 life points, putting him in a very, very bad situation. TJ is going to be looking at his hand, trying to figure out what he can do to break this board. It's not the best board in the world, but it's still a board. He's going to start off by normal summoning the Orcust Cymbal Skeleton to a side of the field and attacking into his Noble Knight, or to my Sacred King Kustinen, putting him down to 2,600 life points. Now, I know you guys seen a strong drop of 7,800 to 26. I promise you guys, my Sacred Noble Knight King Kustinen is not that strong. He's then going to follow up by using Cymbal's effect in the battle phase, banishing itself because it is a quick effect, to special summon Longirsu to a side of the field, using Longirsu to attack into the Dristan, trying to see, oh, actually, I can't even do anything to that mainly because, again, he's linked to the E-Soul, so it can't be destroyed by card effects. TJ's then going to go ahead, and I think he's going to pass his turn. He's down to the lowest part of his life points. He's not in good shape. I wonder, how did he get down to 1900 life points? We were just talking about that. I'm going to start off with my turn. Maybe, I know it says 1900. He brought it down to 1900, so I'm not going to go ahead and question that. Maybe he didn't do the life points correctly. He is in charge of doing the life points. He's very good at that. And then, as you guys can see, Longirsu seems to be summoned again. I don't know why that happened either. I don't think I'm going to change it. I think it's kind of funny. I'm going to go ahead and activate. Oh, no, he's using Longirsu's effect. I'm going to chain Morgan the Enchantress. Longirsu actually has a quick effect now to shuffle cards on the field, or send cards to the graveyard straight up by shuffling machine monsters to the deck. Now, it is a cost to target, so TJ is going to fix that by banishing those cards once again. But yeah, I completely forgot about that. Morgan the Enchantress basically saved me from losing my monster. Now, I'm pretty confident that the Longirsu is once per turn, but I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, then, hey, this game, I guess, could have possibly went another way. Actually, nah, I think I have a pretty solid hand, ladies and gentlemen. A hand that can get me into some pretty good plays, as you guys can see. TJ only has 1900 life points. How can he stave me off for one turn to see if he is in, or he can take the driver's seat and win that game? That Sacred Noble Knight King Kustin and put him in a bad position. But it can all be over because 3800 life points is definitely in the range of Orcust to summon a Bombard Dragon and summon a Longirsu and finish the rest of my life points off. So it's going to be exciting to see the end of this match. Don't click away just yet, ladies and gentlemen. It isn't over until the fat lady sings, and there's no fat ladies around me just yet. So TJ is then going to, what are you, oh, he's banishing the cards back. I forgot all about that. We're talking about this. I'm going to go ahead and use E-Soul Two Tales of Noble Knight's effect, sending equipped spell cards from my deck to my graveyard. This is why you play Clarent. Literally, I'm saying this in my head, or I'm saying this to TJ. This is why you play Clarent in our future, so you can actually have enough to resolve it again. I'm going to go ahead and summon Noble Knight Brothers to my side of the field, using its abilities to shuffle some more cards from my graveyard to my side of the field, and I couldn't be more thankful that I'm actually playing targets for E-Soul. I couldn't be. I just couldn't. One is going to be the Noble Knight Brothers. The other one's going to be Excalibur. And the last one is going to be, no, I'm not shuffling four, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put one to the graveyard. I'm going to put the Gallatin to the graveyard and shuffle three. Now, I don't know why I just didn't use the Excalibur. Oh, wait, because Artigerous would oh, I can just use the Excalibur in graveyard, link up the Sacred Noble Knight Ivan into a Sacred Noble Knight King Artigerous, equip it with enough cards and just attack over this board. I'm trying to figure out what's my end game. I know I was fishing for a monster at this point in time. I'm going to go ahead and activate Noble Arms Destiny, and it looks like I got the perfect monster because I'm going to special summon King Kustin into my side of the field, make Sacred Noble Knight King Kustin, and this is game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, and if you didn't, let us know down below in the comment section what we could be doing to get better. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.